Now let's get some musica going. And let me show you all something. I've not talked about this with you all, nor have I brought it up. But there is a reason. I know some of y'all have seen it. There's a reason why my old gamer tag was Mega Mike. There's a reason why my old gamer tag was Mega Mike. I recently changed it. To It Be Mike. But it used to be Mega Mike. And there was a big reason for that. That reason was I used to do cosplay. So back in the day, I used to do cosplay. That is something that is very true. Is I used to do cosplay. So this picture right here is from 2014. 2014. That's how long ago. This is when the story takes place. This is the story of how I learned to like Deadpool. I hated Deadpool. I thought he was a very pushing to be funny character. I was really full of myself. Evie knows too. Evie knows. In college, I was so full of myself that I considered myself the funny guy. So I didn't like other funny guys. So anyone that I tried hard to be funny, I would see it as like, you know? And that's what I thought about Deadpool. And those of you who are wondering, this outfit here, if you look closely here, you can see the cardboard that's inside of it. Yeah, so a bike helmet, we ripped it off, we covered it in Bondo, we routed electrical into it, we routed electrical into the gun. The gun is a trash can, my feet are made of trash cans. I just, painted over them, covered them with cardboard and Bondo, as well as some EVA foam and some foam. We painted them with metallic blue paint. Yeah, so we built this. Does the gun work? Yes. Every time the gun had a trigger on it that would light up. Okay, so this was the convention where I took my costume out for the very first time. It was ACON, Anime Con is what it was called, the biggest anime convention in Texas. Yes, ACON. So, I went there in my Mega Man outfit, and there's all types of characters there, all types of people dressed up. And I saw Deadpool. And I looked around, and he was just kind of there with other Deadpools, as they do. There was a bunch of different Deadpools there. I am walking around, getting my rounds in, talking to people, and then I hear a sound, and I'm very attentive to noise, so I hear something, and I look over, and I see someone make like a sound like they're hurting, and then they fall to the floor. And I look around and no one sees this guy, so I quickly run up and I grab this person on the floor and I'm holding their hand, and they look up to me and they say, I can tell he's having a seizure. And he says, "Mega Man, help me." Like he says it like as best he can. He's like Mega Man, help me. And I'm just there like, oh my god. So I see someone from the staff, and I scream at them. And I scream at them, and I wave them down. I say, someone's having a seizure. I scream at them, and they come this way. We're in the middle of ACON, the biggest anime convention in Texas. Everyone's around us. There's people shoulder to shoulder with me, standing, not seeing this guy on the floor. I'm there. I flag this dude down, and then I tell him, I'm like, he's having a seizure. We need to get help to this man immediately. He radios for help, and he says, we need to get him some space. There's a Deadpool there, and he starts yelling at the Deadpool. He's like, "Hey, I need you to move. I need all of y'all to move." And I look at him and I say, hold on. And I look at the Deadpool, and I go, "Deadpool, I need you to get all of your other Deadpools and form a perimeter around this guy. The Deadpool looks at me and goes, "You got it, boss." He turns around and goes, "Deadpools, assemble!" I kid you not. 14 Deadpools. So we had a cowboy Deadpool. We had like a Deadpool in a dress. We had a normal Deadpool. We had a Gwenpool. We had like 14 Deadpools show up, and they hold hands and they form like a giant ring around me and this guy. We've a giant ring around me and this guy. So those Deadpools hold their line, and people are taking pictures. People are, of course, you know, and I'm here talking to this guy, and I'm like, it's okay. Don't worry. Keep your head up. Keep it off the ground. Don't worry. My hand is behind your head. Keep breathing. Help is on the way. And then, thanks to the giant wall of Deadpools, help was able to get there. It was at that moment when I really thought about it. And I thought, they helped this guy out in such a comical way that was only reminiscent of something a Deadpool would do. It was done in such a way that was very, very Deadpool-y that I was like, this makes sense. This makes sense. And ever since that happened, I felt the need to swallow my pride and be like, you know what? There are reasons to like certain characters. And everyone has reasons to like them, everyone has reasons to not like them. I just found my reason to love Deadpool. And I think he's a great character now. And I think that he pairs well with Spider-Man. And I think that it was fate. It was fate that me, someone who also cosplayed Spider-Man, which let me see if I can find that. Someone who also cosplayed Spider-Man, happened to. Oh, here's another one. Here's a different one of the Mega Man if y'all want to see it. So here's a different one of the Mega Man if y'all want to see it. But someone who also cosplayed Spider-Man was able to have that moment with those Deadpools. So it was pretty cool. Let me see. This is forever ago. This is my very first cosplay. My very first cosplay comes from 2011. This is when Evie was in school with me. 2011. This is when Evie was in school with me. So this is my very first cosplay as the Scarlet Spider. Yeah, so yeah, there's my little story. Happened way back when. Baby Mike. And that is the reason I like Deadpool. I'm so glad we brought this up. This is a fun story to tell. Painting? Where'd he go? Where'd your shiny ding go?